All right, so now that we've added the agreement of sale and we showed you how to fill it out in Docusign, I'm going to show you how to add some of those added documents that you need to make sure that your client signs that are in Bright. So here's a listing that I have under contract. We're going to go ahead and click the document button. And we know that we want the buyer to sign the property disclosure and items to convey. So we're going to go ahead and click. I'm going to click this print button and it allows me to save as a PDF. So I'm going to save it and I'm going to title it SD 381 Melbourne. Now I know in our example, we were writing an offer for 123 Main Street, but let's pretend that this is all for the same home. So I just exited out of there. I'm now going to click on the items to convey. I'm going to click print, save as PDF, same thing. This just makes it easier for me to find, right, on my computer. So I'm going to show you then how to add these documents to your DocuSign room so you can send them for signature. You do want, this property has bylaws because it is a condominium. You would want your buyer to initial those off. But in this case, we're pretending that Mickey Mouse is not buying a condo. You also want to have your buyer initial off on the MLS sheet. And the reason for that is there's a lot of important information on here and you want to make sure that your buyer is reading it and that you both are on the same page on what home they want to buy on, right? It's just kind of a covering your tush here. So we're going to click print and then we're going to click print to PDF. And then I got to click print again and it's going to let me save this MLS sheet as a flat PDF document. I'm going to click save. And now I'm going to show you how to add that into your DocuSign room. So I just tabbed over, I had it open, right? In the documents tab, here's my agreement of sale that we filled out together. We're going to click the add button and we're going to click computer. I'm going to go to recents. Don't see it in there. Let's see. Downloads. Oh, there they are. Items to convey, MLS sheet, and SD for Melbourne. So I'm going to click all of these. If you have a MacBook, you can select all by clicking and holding the button, the command button, and clicking. So that way all three upload, or you can upload one at a time. Now these are flat PDFs, right? These are not DocuSign forms. So they're not going to have pre-tagged roles like the agreement of sale did. So to send these out and add signatures, I showed you a cool trick in the last video. I'm going to go over that again. So we're going to click make a new envelope and we're going to just say, you know, offer docs, SD, MLS, and items to convey. And then we could just select those documents. Now, because they are flat PDFs, when you click add recipient, that pre-tagged role doesn't even show up because there are no pre-tagged roles. So we're going to select recipient, Mickey Mouse, add selected. Another very important document that you should add here is your cost sheet. We'll do another video on how to do your cost sheet in Bright. You can download it then and upload it here, just like these docs. Now we're going to click next. And I really wish my scroll would work. But we're going to drag, click and drag signature. There we go. Wait, where'd it go? Now I can scroll there. I apologize for that, but I'm going to drag and drop on the buyer line. Then I'm going to click on the MLS sheet on the right-hand side. I can just click each document. Then I'm going to scroll. Now this one, the MLS sheet, you only need them to initial One thing that I'll typically have them initial next to, you can either have them initial at the top, but this particular home is a condo. I know our example is saying Mickey Mouse isn't buying a condo, but just a pro tip here, I have them initial next to the HOA fees and capital contribution fees, just for extra security that they understand that those fees are involved. Now there's 2 pages here. You could have them initial both pages if you want to. Here's a very important agent remark. So because that's a big agent remark that investors are not allowed, I might also have my buyer initial next to here. So you can have them initial as much as you want to protect you, to say, hey, I did let my client know that. So that's what this whole purpose is of having you initial those forms. Now, the seller disclosure is your longest document, right? Because you have to have them initial every page. Just know that this initial block does timestamp. It does date stamp it. So you don't also have to include the date. As there is a date signed option, you don't have to do that because Docusign will do that for you. Now we'll just drag and drop for every page. That's why these pre-tagged roles are so helpful, because they save you so much time. Your seller disclosure is the longest one, right? Because it's a flat PDF and you truly have to drag and drop everything. But you'll go through the whole document, and then once you're done, you have to make sure they do have to sign the last page. And then you would click send. So there you go. That's how you add documents from Bright to your Docusign room. Of course, you could also add things like pre-approval letters by downloading them from your email to your computer. But this is how you can send those documents out for signature when they don't have pre-tagged roles.